So I just got called out here to this unit. It's leaking water, and I opened it up, and what you can see here is that the heat exchanger is leaking. And when you see this kind of stuff, it's usually, and you can see more back there, it's usually because, and there's a few spots here and here, is because and then some of that stuff got down on the air bleeder and down here. So usually this happens because, I'm gonna get my face in here. It usually happens because the hardness of the water. So I can say this is 2023, October 2023, and we've only had 2 of these units fail in the last 8 years or so, and they're both in Ferndale. I've seen some others fail on Whidbey Island or some areas in the county where there are well pumps and the water treatment is not good enough or adequate or non-existent. And so I just want to point out a few things. One, that the units are usually very robust and almost never fail. I would say very rarely, if they're installed correctly, designed correctly, and maintained correctly. But secondly, if they do fail, in most cases it's an external issue, such as improper water, or it could be, power surge or some other issue going on. But for the most part, these units will last 10, 12, 15 plus years without many issues, as long as you have them descaled and maintained correctly. So anyway, just wanted to share with you what I'm finding here, also give you some insight with what could go wrong, but at the same time, this is preventable in most cases if there's adequate water treatment. And unfortunately, in the city of Ferndale and some other areas with water associations, individuals, like individual homeowners, will end up having to do their own water filtration in addition to whatever water treatment is happening at the plant for that association or for that city. So I think that the city of Ferndale used to take water from the river a few years ago, and it was too much to treat it, so they went to a well system, and it became very hard water, and a lot of issues happened with faucets and a lot of other issues. But anyway, so one last thing that I will say, a big takeaway, is obviously there is a lot of opinions out there in the industry. Me being a technician, I have my own opinions, but a lot of people love Navien or they hate Navien, or they love Noritz or they hate Noritz, or they love Renai or they hate Renai, or they like some other brand. But I would say those 3 are kind of the top lately in our industry. And what's nice about Navien is that they have really good tech support. It took me less than 1 or 2 minutes to get on the line with a live tech support person. They're going to send a whole heat exchanger, most likely. They're going to call me back with the final decision. But in most cases, in these situations, they're just going to send a whole new heat exchanger, sometimes maybe a new board or some other components. And a lot of things that they do that I love is sometimes they don't just replace the part that's bad, but they also replace some other components on the unit that have been upgraded, or they have a newer, better version, and they're not even asked to do this. They just do it because they want their products to be as up-to-date as possible, and they want their homeowners to enjoy their products as much as possible. And I guess I'll give you one last takeaway here. This is going to be the actual last takeaway. Most warranties, if you really look in the fine print of your unit, whether that's a furnace, a water heater, or any other product, it will say the terms of the warranty. So I just want to caution you that most manufacturers are not going to handle that warranty the way you or I may think it's right. They're going to handle it based on that process that's been established in their warranty document. And in most cases, they will replace everything but the shell, this piece of metal right here. So they'll replace components, the controls, the pumps, gas valve, combustion fan, tank, any fittings or anything like that, control board, heat exchanger, any sensors. They will do anything except replace the actual box. I don't know why that is, but most manufacturers are like that. And it's usually because they believe in their product so much. And I agree with them, their product is really robust. But they believe in their product so much that they know there's no way a whole unit is just bad or a lemon. I mean, those days are kind of behind us. Right now, most reputable companies don't just have bad equipment. They usually have equipment that maybe has one part that's failed, or they may have a subcontractor or vendor who provides a certain sensor. They might have changed something in the process of manufacturing that, and the manufacturer is actually not aware that their vendor has changed something. But overall, they are so confident that they will just replace things that are actually bad. So just wanted to give you a heads up if you're considering, to purchase anything like this, or almost anything in the HVAC industry is kind of like that. But there are manufacturers out there, especially like for furnaces, heat pumps, like Lennox, Mitsubishi, things like that. They will actually have a custom provision for warranty situations. Let's just say, I had this with Mitsubishi, you could replace the reversing valve or the whole unit, or they'll give you a credit towards labor, things like that. So certain manufacturers will actually give you the option for a new unit, but in the tankless world, from what I've noticed, they usually don't do that. There are labor warranties you can purchase, and some of those labor warranties will actually cover the replacement of a whole unit. So there's a lot of options. All I'm trying to say is be aware of what's out there, be aware of what's available to you at the time of purchase, and be well informed. Obviously work with a trustworthy contractor that will serve you well when these things happen. Like in this case, we got the call, I believe sometime today, and we all had full days and we still came out the same day. And so we respond really well to these kinds of calls. We want people to be safe and be able to use their equipment. So yeah, make good choices when you pick who you work with, but also make sure you pick a good unit and you're aware of the warranties. And obviously anything external that is within your control, such as water treatment, that's a whole separate scenario that will benefit not just the longevity of the water heater, but also your faucets, your dishwasher, your wash machine, everything else in the house. Your pipes, those can get corroded too over time, get pinhole leaks, and you get one, you fix it, you get another one, you fix it, you get another one, you fix it, and you just chase leaks throughout your house, for many, many years. I've been in those situations. So anyway, those are the things that I'm experiencing. I wanted to share it with you. Hopefully this was useful, and I would really encourage you to leave some comments below and let me know if you have a different opinion on something. Obviously, I'm welcoming that, because my way is not the only way, but this is what we do. This is what we see. And if you'd like to see more content about other things, I would also like to know what those topics are, or if you're experiencing something right now that I haven't addressed. I try to be as active as I can in the comments and responding to them. So please leave a comment, and probably the first time that I'm asking you to subscribe. I don't even know how to do it. So if you see value in this and you want to encourage me to do more of this content that's useful for you, whether you're a technician, a homeowner, I will do more of it as long as it makes sense, and I really love and appreciate your support. Thank you.